Now on Toledo News this morning, changes are coming, entering a new chapter for two historic downtown buildings. Plus, Jeep Fest 2022. The big weekend is just weeks away. I'm getting you set. And climate emergency. If you don't believe we're in one, open your eyes. President Biden's latest action to combat this growing problem right here in the States. It's Saturday, July 23rd, 2022. Good Saturday morning. My name is Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to Toledo News this morning. We are in a climate emergency, and no one should be in a place to deny it. Climate change. Some believe in it and some don't. But regardless of where you stand on the issue, it's real. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration data, Toledo alone has warmed an average of 3.3 degrees since 1970. That number varies based on where you are in the state of Ohio. And while it may not seem like a big change, the largest driving factor of these temperature increases appears to be human activity. Ohio, for instance, is a major user of coal, which is used to produce energy, of course. The problem, though, is that this practice produces heat-trapping gases, which in turn warm our climate. Here at home, President Joe Biden announced actions to help aid communities in the impacts from climate change, but announced little to actually combat it. And this comes as Congress failed to push the Biden climate agenda forward. The president did not declare climate change a national emergency. Rather, he boosted funding by $2.3 billion to a program that helps low-income families cover heating and cooling costs. That same program also equips communities with the resources they need in the case disaster strikes, such as flood control and the materials needed to retrofit buildings. One notable aspect of the president's executive order is directing the Department of the Interior to propose new offshore wind infrastructure in the Gulf of Mexico. If successful, it's a plan that could power more than 3 million homes with a renewable energy source. The impacts of climate change are easy to find. For example, according to the city of Las Vegas, in August of last year, the federal government issued a water shortage declaration on the Colorado River. The river flows into Lake Mead, which serves as the water supply for California, Arizona, Nevada, and even parts of Mexico. And in January of this year, Southern Nevada's water allocation was reduced by 7 billion gallons. So the point is, the longer we ignore climate change, the less we're going to be getting out of Mother Earth. It's a matter of the future of the human race and the wildlife we share this planet with. Reporting in Toledo, I'm Jaden Jefferson. With regard to today's forecast, you can expect a high in the low 90s and a low in the low 70s. If you take any of the area highways on a consistent basis, changes are definitely coming to your commute. Here's a breakdown of what you need to know. We begin with the ramp from Front Street to northbound I-280, which will be closed on Monday, July 25th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also on the 25th, the ramp from northbound I-280 to Greenbelt Parkway, exit 11, will be closed during that same time period. And on the following day, the ramp from Greenbelt Parkway to southbound I-280 will be closed, again, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And finally, the ramp from southbound I-280 to Front Street, exit 9, will be closed, say it with me now, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And now moving on to I-475, there are plenty of closures coming up. Let's start on that stretch between Quarry Road and Central Avenue, where pavement repairs will continue through early August. Next on the list, the northbound US 23 ramp to eastbound I-475, which will undergo overnight closures on Saturday, July 30th and Friday, August 5th from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Finally, for those Wood County viewers, State Route 795 between Tracy Road and Lucky Road will undergo lane restrictions for bridge inspection. This will occur on Monday, July 18th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. In case you didn't know, it's National Hot Dog Week, and Tony Pacos is helping you celebrate. There is still time left, however, to get in on the fun this weekend. At all 5 of its restaurant locations, Pacos will be donating 10 cents from the sale of each and every hot dog to the Salvation Army, an organization with a long-standing commitment to the community and relationship with the restaurant. This promotion wraps up on Sunday. Looking for fresh fruit and other local delicacies? Well, you can find them today at Tatum Park. From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you will also be able to learn more about the park, located right off of Dorr Street on City Park Avenue.
We have a full program running, so you'll run into a lot of kids that's going to give you a tour, that's going to tell you about everything that we have growing on site, and it'll be an experience that you'll never have before just coming to Tatum.
To learn more about the work of Urban Holistics, which runs the day-to-day operations of Tatum Park, check out their feature on the Around T-Town season premiere coming August 24th. Lucas County K-9 Care and Control is partnering with the Best Friends Animal Society for their National Adoption Weekend, which encourages people to adopt a dog through Sunday. For this weekend only, Best Friends Animal Society is covering the full cost of the adoption fee, which includes behavioral and medical treatment. The only cost to adopt a dog will be the purchase of a 2022 license, which is $25 in Lucas County. The shelter is located on South Erie Street and is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the weekend. More than 80 dogs and puppies are searching for new homes at the shelter. To view all the pets up for adoption, visit LC4's website or Facebook page. The Lucas County Land Bank is seeking proposals to redevelop the long vacant Spitzer and Nicholas buildings in downtown Toledo. In 2022, the Land Bank acquired the buildings through tax foreclosure after they were abandoned by their out-of-state owner. In the last 2 years, the organization has worked with its partners to position the properties for redevelopment. The request for proposals, or RFP, will be released in 2 phases. The first phase, published Monday on the Land Bank's website, will identify and shortlist up to 5 developers with the experience and ability to complete redevelopment projects of this scale. The second phase is expected to be released in September. Interested developers can learn more at lucascountylandbank.org. An early morning fire killed 2 in North Toledo on Wednesday morning. Fire crews arrived at 1028 North Superior Street around 3:30 a.m. and reported heavy fires showing from the rear of a 2.5-story multi-unit structure. One adult male who reportedly jumped from a second-story window was found outside the structure with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. They were transported to Mercy St. Vincent Medical Center. Minutes later, firefighters found a deceased adult female in a second-floor bedroom, with a second having been found a short time later. Primary and secondary searches were completed with no additional occupants found. The fire was deemed under control at 4 a.m. Toledo police say they're looking for suspects in a concession stand break-in. It happened last month at Central Catholic High School when, once inside, the suspects caused significant damage to property. If you have any information, call or text Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111. You may be eligible for a cash reward of up to $5,000 or more. Toledo police officers now carry a communication card for deaf and hard of hearing residents to use while interacting with law enforcement. The card was developed by the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities, and other statewide law enforcement partners. The communication card displays icons and pictures of common violations. It also provides tips for law enforcement to help officers effectively communicate. There's even a QR code that will locate an interpreter if needed. Cards can be downloaded onto your phone or printed and stored inside a vehicle, wallet, or purse. New technology can sometimes bring headaches, but the new system TARTA has is hoping to change that. That new technology is this fare collection machine. It may not seem like much because it isn't. It's easy-to-use machinery, which now accepts TARTA passes, payment through the Easy Fare app, and cash payments without the need for exact change. TARTA says this machine is already installed on all TARTA buses you see traversing the city. But for those suburban serving and microtransit routes, it'll take some additional time. We have Jeep Fest returning again on August 12th. So what is going to be changing this year or staying the same?
Yeah, so with Jeep Fest, we're going to do our signature thing. So we have a parade at 11 o'clock on Saturday, August 13th, which is really popular. We have over 1,400 Jeeps rolling in our parade, and it's really a sight. As you know, many, like 90% of those Jeeps are made right here in Toledo. So that's awesome. We also have our signature Seagate Center, now the Glass City Center, will be hosting awesome Jeeps that some are really old vintage Jeeps and some are futuristic concept vehicles that are on loan down from Jeep and collections like Omixata and different places. So inside the convention center is some really cool stuff. And that's the way it always is every year. Now the convention center is like under a little bit of construction. So I want to tell like people that watch you and stuff that the convention center, only on Summit Street, like those entrances are going to be open and you might see a little construction, but don't let that deter you. Like, come on in. We're selling merchandise. We've got tons of vendors, tons of cool Jeeps inside the convention center. And then in terms of new things, I have an all new app. So you can download, anyone can download our new app right now on your Android phone, on your iPhone. And the new app is really going to help people navigate downtown and the festival. It talks about like when the live music is happening, where the food is, where the parade route is. It has a really cool map, and you can actually tailor kind of like the schedule of events to things that you want to go to. And then it can be like your roadmap for the weekend. So I love the new app, and I hope, a lot of people download it and use it.
And you mentioned before our interview that there are people from 30 states that are coming to Jeep Fest. So this is really bringing out a lot of people.
Yeah, we're so excited. Every year, people from different states come. This year, we challenged folks from across the country. We wanted to get all 50 states. And right now, we've got maybe 35 states represented that I can see in my parade registration and other places. So we're really going to try and push to all 50 states. Right now, we've got about 35. And we actually just created, speaking of new things about Jeep Fest, a virtual option. So if you're in Oklahoma or in California and you're worried about gas prices and you can't come to Toledo Jeep Fest, which we'd rather have you come, but if you want to do the parade virtually, you can sign up and get the exclusive parade t-shirt and be part of the camaraderie even from your home state of somewhere maybe far away.
I know that is a challenge for a lot of people, the gas prices and how that's been, affecting people. But has there been any growth from this event compared to last year in spite of that?
Yeah, we have really turned the volume up on things that we're doing. So we have tried to attract more people from all over the country, and we expect 70,000 people. Last year we had about 65,000, even with some COVID issues remaining. And so I'm hoping that we have a full house. All indicators point to that, yes, we will have a full house. My parade is sold out, which is exciting. The Seagate Center is full of Jeeps. That's full of registrations. Some of those people are private owners that come and want to display. So far, we've had all positive things. Some people, are talking about gas prices, and it's sort of yet to be determined if that impacts the turnout or not. I hope it doesn't.
We all hope it doesn't. I really love seeing, all the people that turn out. Really a great event every year, and the logistics of the event. So what time should people be setting up, arriving to Jeep Fest for that big parade day on August 12th?
Yeah. Well, on Friday, we have Justin Moore, an awesome concert. So on Friday, Prometica down at Promenade Park, awesome concert that evening. I think that's 7 or 8. And then on Saturday, the parade is at 11 a.m. So I encourage everybody to kind of get downtown early, get parked and get set by 10:30. And then my parade will roll promptly at 11, and it goes until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. It's a long parade. There are a lot of Jeeps. So you can start to watch the parade and then go grab a snack and come back or check out the kids zone. All of my activities for the day will really be running strongly from like 10:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock at night. So, and then the Mud Hens are in town every night of Jeep Fest weekend. So if you want to stay downtown and hang out, there's an awesome opportunity to do that with the Mud Hens.
So there is still plenty happening on Jeep Fest weekend, which is a huge event for the Glass City every year. Plenty of economic benefits we see, and so much fun, for families and community members. So Whitney Rothkar of Toledo Jeep Fest, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Mornings, where do I even start? But weekends, however, hear me out. Toledo News This Morning, every Saturday at 7 a.m. on my YouTube page. Find out what's happening, how the weather's shaping up for your weekend plans, and ways to get around that summertime construction. That's Saturday's news. Have a wonderful weekend.